Happy mod time to you. I hope you're ready. We got a big mod day today. 41 mods dropped. All platforms got 22 new and 10 updates. And PC and Mac players got 5 new and 4 updates. Of all of those mods, we got 5 new maps today. It's gonna be crazy. New for all platforms, you have the John Deere 9R South America Series, MAN TGS TG3 Semi Trucks, the MAN TGS TG3 Trucks, Vence Tudo PVT 3000, Vence Tudo Granos 25,000 Frontline, Vence Tudo Panther 13,000, Stara Ninja 19,000, Lizard GG18, Convey-All Ultimate Field Tender, Lizard Forestry D60, Lemken D24, Adapted 3-point weights, Lizard Logistics Center, Feed Factory, Farm Medium Pack, Shed, Steel Road Plates, Bigbag Pig Food for seasonal prices, Ebony Island, Umbreon Valley, Wola Zabierzowska, said that one wrong, and Green Countryside. I know how to say that. And your new ones for PC and Mac players today include the Brimont EBV 1500, Gigant GG18, Ritter D60, Rename Your Dog, and Fen Edge. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribe. Let's check them out. Let's start off. We got the John Deere 9R South America Series from GNFS. First things first, there's no horsepower rating in the mod hub right here. We had to back out just to see it, but in here you can't see what you are changing. All the engines are available between a CVT and a power shift, so you don't have to settle. You could choose. We have wood brands from Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas. We have Riceville's 1, and back in you can change these up a little bit. Model, you have the BR, you've also got the US and EU, so all of the above in there. Front weights, we have quite a few of those, pretty heavy stuff. And then we also have a reverse beep, yes and no. Beacons up at the top, toolbox around towards the front, sound system. Not quite sure what a sound system is. Oh, it's literally a sound system. It's a speaker inside of it. Alrighty, floor mat as well. You can put one of those down. Extra lights. Let's find out where those are because it doesn't say. Oh, very tacky light bar on the very front hood. No thank you. Engines, you got between 1 and 9 as per usual. Black and chrome exhaust. Antennas, you've got those all the way around. Cabin flags, go Brazil. Quite a few different ones in here. This is South America, so probably go with the Brazil. Hitch configuration, you got the standard set. You can also go no rear hydraulics if you prefer. Hood flags, that's pretty cool. Nice setup there. A lot of different flags to go and choose from. Tell you what, if you were also looking for an American one to throw a bunch of flags on, this is a good one to do it with. You can either do black or green for the main. You got rim color and you got those window color as well. I like the window tint when it's a color option. Good job. And in the game, we've got a door set up so you can open and close the door. We've also got a front curtain that comes down. And then we also have mirror adjustments so you can change up those mirrors. One interesting thing, you can fold and unfold the tractor and it brings down the steering wheel. Actually, when it comes standard, it goes all the way up. So you have to turn it on and then unfold the tractor. I like that a whole lot. Big fan of that. As far as power, I've got the CVT transmission with the most amount of power. Gets up and moves in. We get a little 3-axle on the ground action there. Love seeing it from a big old powerful tractor like this. And I've gone for the big American flags out here. Looking good. I like this. Next on the list, we've got a pair of trucks. The TGS TG3 Semi Truck. And then we also have kind of the same thing going here with a hook lift. So options are very similar between the two trucks. I'll kind of be combining everything in the mod videos. Wheel brands, you got a 4x4. You could also go with a 6x4. We have 326 horsepower on here. It goes 55 miles an hour. Wheel setups, you got a couple different ones through here to choose from. Always nice. Were those? Yeah, BKTs, man. Let's go. I like that. Foiling. Basically, you could just kind of add some stuff around the outside. Looking pretty good. Even a police one? No, thank you, man. I don't want the police in this chasing me down. I'm going to be terrified. Let's move some more stuff around. Reflectors. So these are actually going to be in here. So you can change those up. Pretty cool. Special signal change, either blue or orange. I guess I got to go back into here, don't I? Let's see. So change that? Nope. Municipal? Nope, that's not it either. Triple reflectors? Nope. What is it? I don't know. Oh well. Roof structure, small beacons. We also have a regular beacon set. We got a beam. Oh, I see what it is. Hey, very cool, very cool. All right. Now I'm digging it. So you can change all of them between a amber set and a blue set. Also, these light setups are super cool. Like, super awesome. There's so many cool setups. All right, which one are we going to go for? I think we go for this one. I think that looks coolest. All right, cabin front attachment. We have the off-road ventilation setup. We also have the bull bar, and then we can put some lights on there too. And these are available in either orange or white. So you've got those. We're going to go with orange. Sure, why not? Front flashers. You got a couple different sections of those. Well, at least 2 sections of them. I think, you know what? Let's put them there, right into the grill. I think it looks pretty cool. A door extension. You can kind of see that kind of overhangs just a little bit. I guess that's going to be good for protection, plus good for aerodynamics. You got the stone chip protection, MAN logo, illuminated or not. A standard hitch, which is nothing, or trailer hitch with all the hitches on there. Siren, you've got that too. We're just going to leave that off for today. And then we've got main color, bumper color, mirror cap cover, and rim color. I'm just going to put this one into the game right here. Yeah, it's kind of leaning a little bit. You guys see that? It's leaning forwards and to the left. And it's still leaning forwards and to the left. Is it because my fat butt is in there? Nope. It's like that anyway. All right. Well, that's kind of annoying, but is what it is. Nice blinky blinkies. Cool. And we've also got animations for the doors. And the only thing that I can't figure out is how in the world to turn on these headlights, or these lights on the top. So we've got flashers, yeah. We've got the 4-ways like normal. But man, those lights on the top just do not turn on. Well, that kind of stinks. This was gonna be cool, but it's lean. I mean, it looks like somebody weighs 500 pounds is sitting in the front seat. Come on, man. So we basically have the exact same thing here, and this one's the same. Look at this. Leaning off front and left. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, you've got the IT runner setup for this truck. You could also go with the tipper set. Keep in mind, both of these trucks were different mods, but since they're from the same modder and the same setups, thought we would kind of share that. Wheel setups are just a tad bit different. As far as our liveries, they're the same. Reflectors, special color, roof structures, all of this stuff is the same. Now, rear fender is not one that we have on the other one. That is a little bit different, so we could change those up. Very cool. I like it. But yeah, everything else other than the dump truck color, kind of the same. Now, when I get it in the game, it doesn't look like it's leaning front and to the left anymore. I'm just tweaking out. Maybe I need to turn my head to the right a little bit to see it all better. This one's pretty cool. I like this. I just don't like that the other one's leaning a little bit, but you can make them both. Trick them out with all kinds of cool stuff. Next, let's talk about some mods that we showed a video off yesterday. The Vence Tudo mods. The first one is the PVT 3000. So this is a nice front loader for you guys. 150 horsepower is required on it. We have multiple things. So we've got the cleaning grapple, which is just gonna kind of scrape stuff off the ground. We've also got a bucket, 1,000 liters. We've got a scraper here. This one can clear land and fell trees or work as a silage leveler. That's so cool. And then we also have a fixed log grapple, which has really nice range of motion. You like that? Over here, the pallet fork, just a standard pallet fork. Also, it doesn't move left to right, in and out. The forks don't move. It is stationary. We have the log fork right here, which does move around. Fork with grapple, 1,250 liters, and it only does forage crops down here, and only a few of them. And then we've got a bulk one right here. This is the silage bucket with grapple, where this will hold all the stuff. Same capacity. Front winch, we can either have a hook for big bags, or you can use those hooks on the 4 corners as straps. Now, speaking of, look at that. That is such a good look. I mean, the model looks fantastic. Textures on here are incredible. A really fine detail. And then you got a bell handler here as well. Then we have the auger wagon, the Vence Tudo Granos 25,000 Frontline, 25,000 liter capacity on here. 180 horsepower is required. And there are no customization options. You've got your T404s on there from Trelleborg. And you can open up the cover, which will roll. Fantastic look on there. And a really nice opening animation for the auger as well. and it does all your auger wagon crops. And we have the Vence Tudo Panther 13,000. This is a direct drill. We have a couple different height adjustments for the front, so that's nice. Holds 4,718 liters. Of those, 2,868 is fertilizer and 1,850 is going to be seed. 5.8 meter worker with 9 miles an hour, and if I haven't mentioned already, a direct drill planter. Got another auger wagon. This was the Stara Ninja 19,000. This one from Agro Tono. You guys know that name. 19,000 liter capacity on here. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vredestein, BKT, and we have a lizard crawler track. Now that looks super cool. Got a couple different versions of that. We're going to go back to the crawler track. Yes, please. Decals, we can remove said decals, and we can change up all the colors. And this gets kind of interesting because let's say you don't want Stara, but you really like the way this thing looks. Let's see if we can make this a John Deere. I love doing that. John Deere looking fantastic. All right, design. I'm guessing this is probably going to want to stay black. Yep, we're going to leave that one there. Let's see, the tip of the pipe, yellow's okay for that. Yeah, tarp, we're definitely going to change that up to a yellow. And then the auger screw, yep, we'll go yellow with that one too. And then lastly, our rim color. Could be better, but should give you an idea what you could do. Now here's one that we have a branded version of today, but it's Lizard for consoles. This is the Lizard GG18. The branded version is the Gigant GG18. We'll talk about that in the PC section. 23,500 or 28,000 liter capacity. Wheel brands from Alliance, Trelleborg, Nokian, BKT, Michelin, and Vredestein. 2 blocks on the front. Mud flaps on the front. We also have ladder and railing. Oh, flip it back around on the front. Bumper around towards the back. It's just kind of a yes or no. And we also have some fender options. Decals either in black or white. And if you go with the extension, you can have a cover. But if no extension, no cover for you. And then we have main, design, and rim color. Next, we got a neat one. The Convey-All Ultimate Filled Tender. This bad boy, 43,800 liters. Or we can bump it up to 54,600. So nothing unrealistic, just a little bit more. What you got on there? Continental tires, we got Nokian tires as well, and we could change up a few of those. We'll just go with the Agro Traction Pro. Ag Traction Pro. Yeah, there we go. Look good. And then you get your main, cover, and rim color. We do have some pretty nice colors, so this is extended, and it will hold all of your auger wagon crops, including lime, fertilizer, and seeds. Otherwise, that's about it. Next is our Lizard Forestry D60. This is another mod that's got a branded version on PC, the Ritter D60. Now, this is a winch. You've got a protective grid, you've got labeling which can be debranded, and a chainsaw holder that's going to be around towards the back right above the PTO. We also have the main color option through here, and this is an HR Forest mod. So the Owl That Hurts My Eyes blue is here. Love seeing it. Love seeing HR Forest back. And if you want a teeny tiny plow, we got a teeny tiny plow for you. The Lemken D24 from AW Mining and the ABP team. 10 horsepower, 1 meter at 9 miles per hour. This is not for your big fields. These are for itty bitty teeny tiny little fields or making a garden. This kind of tool, perfect. 10 horsepower, you can put this on the back of one of the mowers with a 3-point hitch and go. We do have a Lemken light gray as well as a Lemken red color, and then we have all of our regular colors. So, is this a teeny tiny little plow? Yeah, but I think this got a lot of opportunities. We also have some of the coolest looking front weights, well, they're just weights in general, that I've seen in a while. These are the adapted 3-point weights. What we have is basically some, like, wheel weights from tractors, and you go up the way to 3,500 kgs. You got 1111, 1900, 2735. That's a lot, man. You got main color right here, which is going to be the frame, and then you've got the design color here as well. If we were to change this up to a John Deere, I think about, no, I got it backwards. Crap, there we go. That's what it'd look like. We've also got it in a flat form, which kind of moves everything out a little bit, but same thing here, man. Same thing. Absolutely. Let's see. We keep doing John Deere. How about we do Kloss with it? Yeah. Ooh. I like these weights. Now, we get into placeables. We're going to take a look at a couple of them in the game because I find them interesting. The Lizard Logistics Center. This is a one in, one out type of production. And basically, we've got all the base game productions in here, just kind of scrolling through. That way you can get an idea of what is what and where is where. That's about half of them. And what it'll do is it'll take these, it puts them in, and then takes them out. And then you can go and deliver what you need to. So it's a logistics center. So you can see here, 5,000 in, 5,000 out. I mean, look at that, 6 million liters of all of these crops, or products rather. So you've got a place to dump, which will put things in here. And then you've got ways to get them out. That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. Ah, that's so cool. We've also got some lighting in here too, if you need some lighting. But yeah, if you've got a bunch of production chains around and you just want everything to kind of come back down the center, this is not a bad choice to start with. The other one I wanted to look at in the game is called Feed Factory. This is a fish food production. It's available in a new or used version. Just kind of wanted to pull those out. Orange is what you get though. Can't change that up. And then we have one where the primary is canola oil, though it's flour, soybeans, and corn in there. And then we have just mineral feed and corn. We also have all kinds of different stuff for olive oil, another one for soybeans, and sunflower oil. There's not a lot of capacity. Let's see, let's add in the base game one. So here's our base game one that we get, the Fish Food Factories, one that's on the Kinlag map. So you got, what's that, 50,000 final, you got 1080, and then 85. This one's just a little bit higher as far as like percentages go, but not, I mean, final products, not really in line with anything. We also have the Small Fish Food Factory. This is one that I enjoyed using. It's a little bit closer to final numbers to the base game one, but it's still not a whole lot going on between the two of them. Either way, it's not a terrible option to go for, especially if you just have a little pond or something. Not bad. We got a few others like the Farm Medium Pack, which has a couple different placeables in it, Shed, Steel Road Plates, and Bigbag Pig Food for seasonal prices. So this matches up with the seasonal prices mod, and when you're using that, it will spawn pig food as big bags instead of as pallets. Very cool. And we got some new maps today, 4 of them for all platforms. We're going to start off with the one from Cavalier Roy and Monkey Show Modding, Ebony Island. If it looks like it's a little jittery, I'm getting some pretty low FPS over here around the trees, but it evens back out once we're out of there. So what do we have? Well, this is a European map and is a fictional island somewhere outside the coast of the UK. It is 468 megabytes to download, and there's 2 required mods. However, together, those are only 11 megabytes. There's 7 farms located around the map, 22 fields of all shapes and sizes. This does include what used to be Alien Jim's cuttable hedges, allowing you to merge fields together, aka, I'll show you that real quick. See these hedges? They got logs in them. Cut the log, and then it'll open up the hedge. Very, very cool. We have multiple shed types. We have walls and hedges in the build menu. All base game production points are spread around the map, and custom storage capacities for both input and output also available in the build menu. There are 25 collectibles. We have multiple forestry plots, as you've been able to see. We got new productions, including corn flour, diesel, dough, donuts, pancakes, sandwiches, soybean flour, soybean oil, soy milk, waffles, yeast, and yogurt. Also, solid fertilizer tanks will now allow you to buy solid fertilizer and lime, and both can be stored together. Liquid fertilizer tanks now allow you to buy liquid fertilizer and herbicide, and seed mineral feed will allow you to buy both and store together. There's a lot going on with this one, man. There's a lot going on. Of course, it is a Cavalier Roy map as well, so you would expect nothing less. Taking a look, we have no new crops, and then as far as our farmland goes within the map itself, we do have some down here around the bottom left-hand side. If we zoom in, we got a farm, and then we have a couple fields. I always like to take a look at the farm, so let's do that. Oh, I am in the woods. Because flying around sometimes doesn't work, does it? Here you go. Here is your main farm. Nice house, buildings. Love the buildings. Yeah, I'm digging those buildings. Love it, love it, love it. And that is, well, just about it. Let's see. We come out here and turn left, and there's our first field right there. And then we own the one right beside it, too. And then down the way and around the corner. And there's our other one. All right. And here's one of the other farmlands here as well. So a lot to do here. Here's your crop calendar so you can get an idea of what is what and where is where. No animals in new farmer mode. Here are our contracts after a couple hours in the game. We definitely have the best contracts going for wood transport right now. Those are paying a good amount. Production chains, none owned by default, but here are all of the productions that you can get around the map. And vehicles. I will say, there is a decent number of vehicles in here. Sorry, it took me a second. I've got a new Stream Deck, and I'm still learning how to use it. And the buttons are not where I left them the last time. So there you go. Not too shabby at all. As per usual, here are your 2 required mods. Both of them are from the creators of the map. Next up, we have a logging map. This is Umbreon Valley from Gamer Designs, a North American map at 120 megabytes. It's a complete remake of the FS22 version. As you can see, we have a draw distance on the trees, which gives you really, really nice FPS. I love it. This is a true forestry map built from the ground up for professional loggers and beginners alike. It's got a brand new yarding areas from Farming Simulator 22. We also have custom sawmill production, an all-in-one sell point, multiplayer ready, as well as single player. You also have 2 farms and 62 purchasable farm lands. As far as our crop types, there are no new crop types in here. Farmlands, we own all of the pathways. So we have farmland number 3 up here. We also got 1, and then I think this whole area is just kind of 1. Yeah, so really just farmland number 3 up there and farmland number 1 down here is really going to be it. So let's visit it. And what do we get? Well, we get a buildable something down here. Farm garage. There you go. What's it going to look like when it's done? It'll look like that. Good amount of space for everything. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We do have big logging equipment to start with. We got a big excavator out here just like hiding in the woods. And so let's see, we've got a forwarder and we've got a buncher right there. Very cool indeed. And there's a whole lot of fun. As far as everything else goes, it should give you a nice idea of what is what and where is where. Here's your crop calendar. Very nice, very nice. Pumping over to animals, we do have a cow barn down on the map. That is pretty cool. As far as, well, is there? Yep, cow barn. Yep, there it is. We have 1 contract after a couple hours in the game, and it's a fertilizing contract. Very nice. Moving on, we have a Cooper, the paper factory, and sawmill owned by default, and nothing else on the map, so we own all the production chains. And then popping into vehicles, aha, my button's back in the right spot again. We got a couple different things here, but not a whole lot else going on with it. Another new map for you guys, Wola Zabierzowska. Now, I don't know how to say this one, and when I get into the map updates today, I'm going to pay for the way that I've been pronouncing things. Anyway, this is what it's supposed to be.
Wola Zabierzowska.
Yep, can't say that. This is what it thinks it is in English, by the way.
Wola Zabierzowska.
I think I did pretty good with that. Pretty close indeed. So let's talk about it. We have a new European map with this one, 711 megabytes. There are no required mods, so fantastic news through there. 197 fields, 254 areas in total for purchase, which is absolutely insane considering the limit used to be, what was it, 64, I think. We got some new crops in here, new production. We have 2 new cotton harvesters. We'll have to take a look at those because they do lavender. We also have 4 farms on here, including 2 startup farms, not 1 but 2 spruce saplings, which are available in the shop. We got new NPCs, compatibility with precision farming and highland fishing, MTA or multi-angle ground. We have new ground textures with new plants available for planting at the shop. New factories adapted to these new products. Greenhouses, which are new. We have changed the cultivation period for some plants. Ability to obtain straw from canola, corn, soybeans, and sorghum. Fantastic. We also have new types of straw, flax straw, which can be used in the spinnery, and new collectibles. This is a pretty cool map, man. Pretty cool indeed, although I'm not a big fan of the way the fields are laid out or how teeny tiny they are. Just not my thing. You've had a pretty good look at the PDA at this point, but let's zoom down and talk about these new crops. Alfalfa, rye, spelt, triticale, clover, mustard, flax, buckwheat, field grass, silage maize, green rye, vetch rye, mustard cover crop, poppy, millet, lavender, lentil, and bean. Did I have a hiccup while I said the word bean? I did, didn't I? Moving on. We got a lot of stuff that's ready for harvest whenever you jump in. And then our farmlands, which are always a little difficult to see with green. We've got some down here with one of the farms. And then I think we've got some up here as well. Yep, with our other farm. So we have a little bit here and a little bit there. Let's take a look at the farm down here first, which is going to be farmland 223. And of course, it puts us in an animal pen, naturally. So this is out towards the road, and then coming in, we'll just kind of do a little bit of a flyover. Nothing too wild and crazy, but still nice to see. Very cool, very cool. Small. It's very, very small, but that's all right. And the other one's up here at farmland 221. I'm thinking about flying in from 55. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Again, another small farm, but still pretty good, especially small fields, small equipment. Small farm is cool. Here is your crop calendar, and I'll try and go a little bit slower just so you can kind of get an idea of what you want to plant and when you want to plant it, because we do have new crops in here. So there you go. There is that. Jumping over to animals, we got the pigsty and the chicken coop in new farmer mode. Here is going to be your setup for your contracts. Not too shabby. No owned productions by default, but we do have a lot in here. Got the carpentry, dairy, Grin Bakery. Yep, there you go. And we can make some blueberry cake. Woohoo! Yes, please. Thank you very much. Let's see. Grain mill, lavender dryer, local seamstress, local spinner, oil mill, potato processing, preserved food, sawmill, sugar mill, and wood chip processing plant. And of course, we got to take a look over here at our vehicles. And we do have quite a few vehiculars in here. Quite a few indeed. Not a whole bunch, but there's enough. You know what I mean? We got 2 farms on here. Gonna have a good amount of equipment. So that is that. But I did want to pop in here and take a look at what we get with the map. So we've got the John Deere as well as the Case, and these are going to be making lavender as well as cotton bales. I don't think we've got anything special other than the ability to do lavender. Would have been kind of neat if the lavender was done in a way that it was also with the cotton, so the base game ones could do it. But I don't know how you would do that. And that's why I review these and showcase them and give first looks, not mod myself. Moving on. And finally, your only other new map today for all platforms is called Green Countryside. It's from Lucas G. It is a fantasy map, 554 megabytes, no required mods. There are mods that cause issue with it, though. Straw harvest add-on, additional contracts, and mods with mini productions or products. So anything that adds a bunch of different types, well, you're going to have issues with this. Primarily because this adds quite a few new crop types, but nothing new there, to be fair. We got 64 different fields to choose from, $60,000 each. We got 1 starting field with a farm included, 60 ground textures, 50 decorations. We got 5 pretzels around the map to collect, 2 selling points, and a construction yard, and a fire station, which are also included. There's also a separate drive-through silo for clover and alfalfa, and an extra multi-pack D14 bell wagon for packed bales, which is very cool. We also have solids, apples, and apple juice. Nice. So what do we get with our new crops? We have summer wheat and we have summer barley, which is just going to be regular wheat and regular barley. Appreciate that they included that. We also have special winter wheat and winter barley, rye, triticale, spelt, silage maize, vetch rye, green rye, catch crop mixture, mustard, flowering catch crop, alfalfa, clover, and field grass. Popping around to what we get in new farmer mode. Well, we got farmland 20, which is going to give us our house, our silo, and then a field up there in Jacona. Taking a quick visit, and this is what we get. It does kind of feel like No Man's Land, doesn't it? Definitely got some stuff off of that one. They sure did. Here is our trailer. We gotta love that. There's, I guess, the water system, water heater, something water. Silo, of course, right there. And then we've got a place to park up our equipment. Not only that, here's our field. We have a field of wheat ready to go. At least I assume it's wheat. Is that wheat? What is this? Oh, it's rye. Very nice indeed. Taking off up to the front of the map, and this is really the only thing that's other on the map, I guess. Got your shop. Shop looks good. Over here, got some sell points. Sell points look good. There you go. Not too shabby. And then around towards here, Didn't it say we had a fire station as well? I'm assuming that's what this is. The animals are just having their way, man. Other than that, I guess that's it. It is very cool that we can get outside the map. No, I got outside the map on accident. Side of the map is right here. So I don't know how I got out there, but there you go. That's as far as you are going to be going. As far as everything else goes, here is your crop calendar. So you can expect to be using this if you use crop cycles. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's see. Production chains, nothing on the map, so you will have to do all of that yourself. And we have one vehicle. We have a pickup truck. Do we have a hand tool? No, we don't even have a chainsaw, man. Come on. Now let's talk updates for all platforms. You got the Fendt 700 Vario Gen 6/7. This will be version 1.4. We have the PTG tire pressure control system, which has been added. Preparation for the variable tire pressure script. Key bindings adjusted. 2.25 meter narrow tire rims adjusted. Speed sticker configuration added. Passenger configuration removed, which caused stuttering and multiplayer, as well as minor bugs fixed. Fendt 600 Vario Gen 1 is next with version 1.2. The PTG tire pressure control system has been installed. Physics revised. It no longer tips over as quickly in the corners. Camera system for implements has been installed. Mirror lighting works again. Fender visibility from certain angles fixed. Key bindings adjusted again. The front loader implements fully operable again. Front windshield visibility at distance fixed. Additional screen configuration has been added for dashboard live and cameras, and minor bugs fixed. Next, we got a quick one. The John Deere 712 mulch tiller from Rooster Mods. They've added the ability to purchase as either a plow or a cultivator. Wooden barn with storage shelves, version 1001, now is one wood barn without storage shelves. Empty pallet and box production 1102. Empty pallets can be picked up again with forks. And we got some map updates. First one is Owendale, Michigan, version number 2. Adjusted buyable lands and added one more buyable land in town across dealership. Added tunnels at the end of roads and added more bushes around the border of trees and fixed some missing meadow around the fields. Wow, the grammar is rough on this one. I also added new field textures, including lime cultivator, plow, and so on. Added warehouse at your local Pioneer dealer where you could buy seed and fertilizer and tree saplings as well, herbicide, and few other goodies. Who made this? Northern Michigan Mapping, hit me up. I need to change this, man. This is rough. Also added a brand new Pioneer sign that lights up at night and a Pioneer sign at the warehouse, and you will have to start a new game so the map can work properly. Woo! That was a rough description, man. If you like grammar, you're going to hate this one. Cows Farm 1001. Fixed a bug where the trigger could now be eaten by cows. Added one more field and farmlands. Change preview. Remove fences. The farm. Ugh, my face hurts. Kivi Küla 1002. Fix game-saving issues on console. Next one's Castile And Leon. This is a big updates. We'll do our best. It's version 103. They say, note, you can continue playing. Regarding the horse farm, when the grass in the stable paddock grows during March and April, the horses detect it and feed on it. This triggers the generation of horsehair pallets. This is not a bug. It is programmed this way. Consequently, these pallets do not belong to you and cannot be sold. In a new game, they have removed this feature, so it should no longer occur. If you want the pasture percentage to count towards feeding, use meadowgrass paint found in the decoration/herbs section to paint inside the paddock. Oof, wow, we scrolled down a little bit too much there, didn't we? All right, there we go. If you are continuing a current save, you must sell the default horses as soon as you purchase the horse farm land. Any pallets already generated are merely decorative. Simply move them aside and leave them wherever you like. They've had a Russian translation at a user request. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Remove the monthly production costs from all production points. The reasoning for removing these production costs is because a maintenance cost is already paid and adding production costs seems excessive. Therefore, all production factories and other types of production that you have active, gotta breathe, the cost will be zero. Only maintenance costs will continue to be paid. Price adjustments for fruit trees. Price has been reduced to $60 or equivalent for your currency. We just say bucks anyway. I just ignore whatever signs in front of it. Fruit tree configuration adjustments, price and production adjustments, adjustments in missing translation lines, icon adjustments in the waste processing plant, price adjustments of the main beehive, adjustments of cylinder liquid trailer weight. We also have roofing adjustments for bale and pallet storage, adjustments in Iberian pig feeding, and adjustments in the greenhouse crop crates that serve as feed for chickens and poultry. Goodness gracious, this is too much. We also added particle system to the tubular storage roofing. Not going to read any more of that. New content, we have a thermal composter. We have new wool and goat hair and horse hair bales. Added 2 new model vehicles, the Vario FX 750 and Tiger Car 3200. These 2 new modified vehicles are personal mods that they have added. And remember to follow them on social media, etc. And we have one more ridiculous mod description chainsaw. Goodness gracious. This is from Ratzinger Heights. They say you'll need a new save game. There's now a vehicle sales station in the shop, and new requirement from Giants. And we also have all farms can now be demolished and the decorations can be sold. The map edge now has trees all around it. Unfortunately, they cannot be sold in groups via the new farmland. At the spawn point, the consoles crashed. However, bushes will remain, which will be painted over or mulched if you purchased Farmland 100. Trees are divided into 31 areas, so you can specify trees here and not there. Floating tree in whatever that word is, near the football field, and the decoration at the goat farm at field number 90 have been placed on the ground. We'll scroll down a little bit more, see what we can get into. Small grass field has been added to the forest. We have giant standard sounds which have been added. A soil map for precision farming has been added. Bale storage at the starting farm fixed. Flickering of the mountains has been fixed. Collision of the bridge at the south has been adjusted. Wall has been added at the large farm. Various texture adjustments have been made. French and Polish translations added. An oil mill has been added to the production in Ratzinger. And the age of the cows of the starting farm has been changed as cows only start producing milk at 27 months, and many players didn't find this in the in-game help, probably because the in-game ones don't start at 27, they start at 18. Overview and background textures have also been improved, and the FS25 edible triggers has been added as a dependency. They forgot about that apparently. Also, minor issues have been fixed. Now, do you need a new save game? Yes, as there were so many major changes, you unfortunately need a new save game. Plus, if I have to read more than 2 lines in a mod description, it's probably a good chance you have to need that anyway. And, well, this one's been a minute long. No, it's been like 3 minutes long. Goodness, let's move on. Now let's jump over to new ones for PC and Mac players. We got the Brimont EBV 1500. This bad boy right now is a manure spreader. Only manure, 14 meter working with 9 miles an hour, hold 22,000 liters. We have wheel brands from Michelin, BKT, Ritter and Trelleborg. Change a few of those up. PTO, we've got an old style and a new style. We also have a beacon light. Gonna turn all the way back around towards back again. There you go. And we've got design of old and new. As mentioned, here is the branded version of that Lizard GG18, the Gigant GG18, 23,500 liter capacity. You can pop that up to 28,000 if you would like. We've got a full setup here, so you can put all of the crops in that you want. Wheel brand, we've got Alliance, always good to see those. We got Trelleborg, Nokia, BKT, Michelin, and Vredestein. Toolbox, we have a yes or none. Mud flaps is a yes or none. Except those are at the front, none at the back. Ladder and railing, we've got the ladder and railing both. A bumper, around towards the back end, let's flip them around. We can add a bumper down there if you would like it to. Fenders, yeah, you got a couple different setups for those. Decals, you got them in black or white, and those will work with all the different colors you got. You got your main color, you got your design color right here as well, although that doesn't really change anything. I'm guessing that is the extension. No, it is not, but it is the cover. Found it. Another branded version of the Lizard something we got today, the Ritter D60. This is the branded version of that Lizard Forestry D60. It is a winch at the end of the day. We have protective grid at the top. We got a chainsaw holder on there if you want it. Around towards the backside, and we have a color option. Ooh, Ow That Hurts My Eyes Blue is back, baby. Let's go. Next new one for PC is called Rename Your Dog, where you can, well, rename your dog. Hit the hotkeys, right control and I, and there you go. You can change it up. And your only other new mod today, this is PC and Mac players, is a 4X map, Fen Edge from Red Dog. It's a European map based on a real location in the UK on the edge of Lincolnshire Fens. Very, very cool. There are 3 required mods, 85 megabytes total, and the map itself is 814 megabytes. So just shy of 900 megabytes all in all, but it's PC Mac, so size really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Not with something like this anyway. There are 149 fields in total to buy, 2 different shops. We got a main one for equipment and a second one for chemicals, pallets, and big bags. I think that's pretty interesting. We also have something else that's really interesting. While you're taking a look at the PDA here, there's an inbuilt script called Farm Contracts, which adds the NPC-owned farmyards to the contract missions as delivery stations. These sell points are basically hidden from view and only relevant when you take a contract to deliver them. They will not be bought with the land and become inactive should you buy the farmyard itself. That is very cool. We also have a custom soil map for precision farming, so that is ready to go, and many custom and purpose-built models and buildings, as well as seasonal growth calendar. Cool. So, what do we got in new crops? Nothing. Farmyards? What do we get? Well, looks like we got a little bit going on up here, but nothing too wild and crazy. How's about we jump in here and take a look at our farm? Very, very nice. Not a whole lot going on with it, but you know what? I'm cool with it. Very, very cool with it. It's nice spread out with a big 4X map like this. You're going to want big equipment anyway, so having a little bit of space, this very, very good. Very, very good indeed. Moving on. What do we got? Oh, here is our crop calendar, so you can take a look at that. No animals owned by default, so there's that. And then here are your contracts. Boy, oh boy, talk about AI. Goodness gracious. You got some neat pictures of the kind of disturbing, so we're just going to move on. How about that? Productions, none on the map and none owned by you either. And then as far as our vehicles go, for a big map like this, we don't actually have too much going on here. It's some, but it's not a lot. But that's okay, you know? It is what it is. It's a big map. You're going to be spending a lot of time on it. Take your time. Get the equipment when you're ready. You start off with plenty. And here are your 3 required mods. All right, let's talk production schedule update. This will be version 1.0.1 hotfix, fixed error, and save game routine. We got mouse steering version 1.3.1. They've improved the camera orientation and centering, added smooth speed control via mouse wheel, added camera look back, double click, and added small optimization improvements. Cows Farm version 1.0.2 fixed a bug where the trigger could now be eaten by cows. All right. And lastly, we have Sivita. This will be version 1.2. New save game is required. Reverted the crop calendar back to the base game one. Fixed collision for Euro grain sell point. Cleaned the railway track. And added a new bridge in the southern part of the river. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you are new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Already got Farm Sim news out, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it already. We talked about the Big Bud KTT, as well as a big update to the Pro Bell for BB mods and more. So definitely check it if you haven't seen it. Otherwise, just have an awesome day. Enjoy the mods. We'll see you in the next one.